with you, we on some hot. Like I told Tish, I see when I...
Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the Roast Session Central. I'm the Nigerian Nemesis, and in today's video, we are going to be pushing on the ladder with the PEKKA Graveyard combination. This deck is so deadly. You play it like a counter-attacking deck. The PEKKA is the main tank in this deck. You don't want to play it for no reason. You want to play it to react to all of the golems and all of the giants of the world. You can also use the PEKKA against the Hog Rider if you really need to, but you won't really need to because we have the E-Wiz and we have the Mega Minion that does a lot of damage, the Tombstone to distract, another very good defense in the game, and then you want to create a big counter push. Even the Mega Minion is a very good tank to use a Graveyard Poison on, so get ready for that kind of action too. Now we have to deal with a Battle Ram here up against Orion from Praise the Sun. That Battle Ram will connect to our tower. Very wasted zap there. Didn't need that, and now we started that game pretty poorly. But let me focus in here, and I will show you guys the power of this deck. Of course, my goblins are level 10. I completely forgot about that. Will that make much of a difference? It might if they zap my goblins away. Yeah, if they zap my goblins away. So I have to get those goblins up to level 12. But I think this deck is strong enough that I won't even need to do that. I can keep them at level 10. And besides, I don't want to spend 70,000 gold on goblins. So if you want to trade it out for 1 elixir skeletons, go ahead and do that as well. But here we go. Mega Minion going in on the counter attack. He has a Night Witch coming at us. Of course, the Night Witch is everywhere. And the Battle Ram is so big in popularity. He has an Infernal Dragon as well. That's why I have the E-Wiz in this deck. The E-Wiz is so good at stopping all these cards and very good at stopping the Battle Ram. So check out this PEKKA action. PEKKA shuts down the Night Witch. Let's zap this Infernal Dragon. Try and keep the PEKKA alive. And now the E-Wiz can do work by resetting his charge each and every single time. Forced to bring out a Tombstone there. So this is exactly what I like to see. That counter push will die. And he even zapped our goblins once again. So we definitely have that elixir lead. Maybe by only 1 or 2, but a lead nonetheless. Now we're going to get ready once again with our Battle Ram. Once we get back to 10 elixir, play the Battle Ram up and more close toward the bridge so that the Battle Ram can get connected to our Tombstone. I think I said Battle Ram like 4 times in a row there. Tombstone going down. And now let's get ready. Let's see what he decides to play. He does have that Ice Golem, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here comes the Battle Ram on the right-hand side. That should be pulled in by the Tombstone. But just in case, let's play this E-Wiz to ensure this doesn't get to our tower. But just in case you guys didn't know, the Tombstone and trades the Battle Ram very well, and you don't even need to play anything else. We're playing a PEKKA here, though, on top of the Bandit, just to ensure that it gets taken out. PEKKA's coming back towards that Ice Golem, and now going back towards the tower. He has that Night Witch that I'm not too worried about. We've got our Zap prepared for that Infernal Dragon. Zapping it right now, and now the Mega Minion is going 1v1 with the Infernal Dragon. He played his Zap as well, so very, very well played. If he didn't play that, we would have taken out his Infernal Dragon, and the PEKKA would have absolutely shredded that tower. So he is playing some very good Clash Royale right now. Let's see what he plays next. He's got a Battle Ram coming here on the right side once again. E-Wiz going down. We didn't even need to play that, but that will stop the Battle Ram and ensure that it does get taken out. And now he has this nice push coming at us. Goblins should be enough to slow all this down. Very good zap. He was going for these skeletons, but I ended up playing the goblins next to it, and that took our goblins out. So now let's go PEKKA Graveyard counter-attacking. He played the Ice Golem too far to the right. The PEKKA did not care about that. So many skeletons accumulating right here. Poison going down on top of all of it. That's going to shred it. I think he played a Night Witch in there. I'm not too sure. But now we have a healthy PEKKA. Mega Minion on that tower. And boom, we take that tower down just like that. 0 seconds left. And this deck is going to secure us the first victory of the day. Let's try and push all the way to 4,100 here in this video. Just so you guys do know, this is a counter-attacking deck, so that means that you might start down in a lot of games, but that will be okay. The whole point is to try and survive to double elixir so you can create a dangerous counterattack with the Graveyard and the Poison. So hopping up into the second game, up against Alibaba. Let's go ahead and take him out here from Romantic Nova. Alright, we've got a decent starting hand. We do have the PEKKA in case we need to go up against a tank, but he has the Elixir Collector. What I usually like to do, we only have the Poison here, but if I did have my Graveyard, I would play a Graveyard on the Elixir Collector's side to force him to defend it, to try and leave that Elixir Collector from going untouched, and then on top of that, play a Poison so that we can take out the Collector and whatever else he uses to defend it. And now he has a Hog Rider and Spirits coming in. E-Wiz is going to shut that down, no problem. It will get 1 or 2 swings off onto our tower, which I am just okay with. Now I know that he has a Hog Rider deck. He might have a Lightning in there as well. Level 10 Musketeer, good stuff. This surprises me so much. I have only recently just gotten to level 12, but everybody else has higher level cards than me in terms of like rares. All my commons are doing pretty well. The main commons that I always use are level 12, like the Knight, the Archers, things like that I have at level 12. But when it comes to rares, I'm stuck at 9 and epics at 6. I say stuck in terms of everybody else in my arena. I know a lot of you guys aren't at this sort of level, but we do have this poison going down here. Let me focus back on the game. That'll clean up his barbarians, take out his elixir collector, and now we did so much damage to that tower down to 1999. So we are looking pretty good here. We do have to deal with this musketeer, this very powerful musketeer. Mega Minion will not get to the tower due to the fire spirit, so he's playing some pretty good stuff here as well. Let's see where he decides to play his pump next. Is he going to switch it back to the left side, or will he keep it at the right? Either way, we are going to go for it. Make sure we have that thing targeted. Tombstone going down here in the back. He has the 3 musketeers, of course, so popular right now. 3 musketeers coming at us. We can probably play the P.E.K.K.A right on top of the ones on the right hand side, and then counter the ones on the left with the E-Wiz, and maybe the Mega Minion if it comes back into rotation. So now he has 4 musketeers on the map. I should have played the P.E.K.K.A on the left hand side since that musketeer is level 10, but I wanted to defend this right side. Since the tower is down to 2074, E-Wiz doing his best here on defense. That should be able to shut down one of the musketeers. Both musketeers are now down. P.E.K.K.A is doing a lot of work. It's going to force him to respond, definitely. He's playing a Hog Rider, so let's go Tombstone here on the right. P.E.K.K.A is now making his way back to the tower, and he will be focused on those barbarians now. So that Hog Rider will go down. 3 barbarians coming at us. We've got our graveyard ready if we need it. He's got 3 musketeers going down once again, so we're going to play a backline P.E.K.K.A this time to work its way up to those musketeers and then eventually taking it out. There we go. There's the left musketeer, level 10. Now we're going to play our E-Wiz, get our Mega Minion ready, and boom, we should be able to counter this relatively nicely. Yeah, that's going down, and now we've got a Mega Minion as a tank, so let's go Graveyard. We've got our Poison coming up here in just a second. Poison is going down on top of that tower, and check out the right side. We have a P.E.K.K.A going down, so he has to respond to that as well. Let's zap this Hog Rider. That tower is gone, and just like that, once again, counter-attacking brilliance this deck. We will secure the victory with 2 seconds left. Lightning, Rocket, doesn't matter what he has. That won't be enough, and we will move on 2-0 with this deck. Very strong deck. I think we're sitting around, what, like 40, 50 or something like that? 40, 56 trophies now. We've got our crown chest as well. Let's go ahead and pop that open real quick. 2 gems, 2 fire spirits, 8 heals, 71 bats, and a balloon. So not too bad for a crown chest. We got some more bats. I think the bats need a buff. I think they should have just stayed there with the 6 bats. It's not really that broken. It's so easy to counter. Either way, we're up against Travis from Shake and Bake. We've got the P.E.K.K.A ready on defense if he plays a Giant or Golem. So let's see what happens here. Another Elixir Collector going down. So now we have Graveyard coming up next. Mega Minion, Graveyard right on top of that Elixir Collector. We've got our Poison coming up and Poison the Night Witch. So this is what I was talking about. This is how I like to start games. He's forced to play that. The Poison will take down the Bats. Collector goes down. So many skeletons still left alive here. And look at the tower damage there. Look at that tower damage. That tower is now down to 563. The most perfect start to a game that you could ever have if you are running this deck. So we are looking very good. 3 Musketeers again. What's new? This time they are level 8. We don't even have a Fireball though, so that won't make much of a difference, but at least they are level 8. Tombstone going down here to help distract the 2 Musketeers on the left. I'm expecting, okay, so Hog Rider instead this time instead of Battle Ram. P.E.K.K.A going down. He will be slowed down by that Ice Spirit, and then the Hog Rider will get a couple of shots off onto our tower. Not to worry though, that left-hand Musketeer is doing some serious damage though to that tower, but now we have a P.E.K.K.A going back at him. I don't need a Graveyard here since that tower is pretty low. We're going to go Mega Minion. We've got our Zap ready. He's going Night Witch and he's going Bandit, so we're going to Poison. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, that Bandit did go to the left-hand side. We don't have a counter for it, so we are going to eat all that damage, but the Mega Minion will clean up that right-hand tower, so we are looking pretty good. Already up 1-0, and he has our left tower down of 16-14, I believe that says. So let's see here. All we have to do for the rest of the game is counterattack. If you take the first tower this early with the P.E.K.K.A deck, it's over with. You can play Graveyard on defense if you really need to. But the P.E.K.K.A, the E-Wiz, the Zap, the Poison, so good on defense. He's playing another Elixir Collector. I wonder what he's pumping up for. Saving up for those 3 Musketeers. Let's go ahead and play Graveyard. Playing E-Wiz in the center here. Boom, that's going down. And now that should be able to get some damage onto his Collector. Get some damage onto his towers. He's forced to play that Night Witch. Night Witch will start making its way towards our side. And let's see what comes next. If he splits the 3 Musketeers at the bridge. He's got a Bandit, Night Witch, and a Hog Rider coming down. The P.E.K.K.A will clean all that up is what I'm trying to say there. P.E.K.K.A's going to cook all of that. He's zapping there. The Mega Minion and the P.E.K.K.A is all it's going to take out this nice push that he has coming at us. And I'm waiting for that 3 Musketeers once again. But now we have a P.E.K.K.A. Yep, there's the 3 Musketeers. Let's play a Tombstone here. Poison here just to get some skeletons onto that lone Musketeer on the right-hand side. That Musketeer will go down. And now he has 2 Musketeers coming at us once again. And he's bringing that hot push back in. P.E.K.K.A will shred it. P.E.K.K.A is the best defensive card in the game. Even after the Mega Knight comes out, I'm going to be running P.E.K.K.A decks because the P.E.K.K.A can counter anything. So now the P.E.K.K.A is coming in hot with the Mega Minion. And we are looking very good here to end this game. Let's play a graveyard on top of all of this just to ensure nothing crazy happens. He has that bandit, not going to do much for him. Poison going down as well, and that should be the W. Once again, he doesn't have our tower down. Even if he did, he wouldn't be able to do anything significant to it. So that puts us at 3-0 with the Pekka Graveyard combination. I mean it, guys. This deck is so good. We're going to get a golden chest out of that one, and that puts us at 4085, meaning that we have to play one more game to get all the way to 4100. Just to show you guys that if you do have this deck, try it out. It is very level independent as well, except for the E-Wiz. Our E-Wiz is only level 2, so it should be getting one-shotted by fireballs, at least around this trophy range. But if you do have a high enough E-Wiz, try it out. If you don't, go for Musketeer instead. I'm still running E-Wiz. If they have a fireball that's that good, go ahead and take it out. That's no problem at all. I'll still be able to cook with the Pekka and with the Graveyard. So now he has minions coming at us on this left side. E-Wiz going down. That should be able to counter those minions and then force him to play something. Let's see here. Up against Omid. Dollar signs, he's got a giant, so we're going to go Pekka here in the back left to counter that giant. Let's see how he decides to support this. He's hitting me with the cry face, as they usually do when they have a giant or a golem, but mainly a giant because the Pekka shreds giants. Nice and easy. He has that on support there. He's got Elite Barbarians, so the most talented deck in the game. Giant Elite Barbarians coming at us. That Tombstone should be able to distract for a little bit longer. He has that Goblin Gang Zap going down. That's going to one-shot them, and he has these E-Barbs pissing my Pekka off right now. Pekka's doing his best, trying to get to this giant, trying to get back to that E-Wiz, but I don't think she's going to make it. Pekka looks like she's going down. He's hitting me with the sob face. He's feeling himself. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. He is pretty sad, pretty cocky over there. But in games like this, I don't lose, so I'm hitting him with that good luck. I'm going to win this game because I don't lose to BMers. It's just not what I do. All it does is make me try a little bit harder. So let's go. Let's win this game. Mega Minion going down here in the back left. Let's see what is coming out of his deck next. I'm expecting that giant to come back. It should be in rotation. Either way, we're going to play a Tombstone here in the center. There's the giant. And this time, we're going to counter his push a lot better. He has that level 10 giant. Do we have to Graveyard here? We don't really need to. That might go down and create a deadly counter push. So our Pekka will go down instead. Pekka's coming here in just a second. I'm expecting that Elite Barbarian rush again on the right-hand side. Let's see what happens here. He has a Horde, so we're going to poison. Make sure this Horde dies. Let's our Pekka take out this giant nice and easy. The right tower is going to take out that lone minion. And this time the Pekka will clean up that Electro Wizard. Electro Wizard actually dies there to the poison. And check it out. We have a counterattack coming. He has E-Barbs. We're going to go Graveyard. Get our poison ready, which is not in rotation right now. So let's go ahead and zap this Goblin Gang. Boom, that's going down. We'll poison here as well in case he plays minions. He only has the 3 elixir minions this time. And that E-Wiz is going to get shredded there. Pekka's on the tower. One shot. Pekka with the second shot. Pekka going in with the third shot. We're hitting him with the crying faces for days because, like I said, if you're BMing me, I'm going to try super hard and you're going to catch that BM back tenfold. And he is pretty upset right now. Let's go Pekka right here. We don't have our poison, so let's go E-Wiz this time instead. And now he's throwing a Goblin Gang on the right-hand side. Goblin should be enough to counter that. That giant went down pretty easily. Those minions are going down. Let's continue to BM him for the rest of this game to ensure that he knows don't BM unless you know you have that W in the bag. We're going to go defensive Graveyard here. We've got our Tombstone to help us defend. We've got the Zap. We've got the Poison Mega Minion. Everything, it is way too easy. This guy will go down. That's going to put us at 4-0. Keep on hitting him with the crying faces. Don't BM me, son. And that's going to be the victory. Good game, Omid, overall. Good game. I just like having fun with the BM. But let's check it out. 4 wins in a row, putting us at 41-14. So definitely use this deck on the ladder. You can use it in the Grand Challenge series as well. Pekka is played defensively, like I always say, turn it into a counterattack with the Graveyard. Ewa is so good on defense. You can trade out the Goblins for 1 Elixir Skeletons if you really want to, but overall, a very solid deck. So if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for some more future daily Clash Royale content. And I hope you guys go on and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace!